I bet every single one of you has seen the new God of War trailer that Sony PlayStation released, and now everybody is happy and hyped that Sony is finally working on the re-release of original God of War Trilogy. It's been so long, and it was so disappointing that they left these games to rot in the dirt for so many years, so the only way to play mainly God of War 1 and 2 was by emulating them or owning an older generation console. Even in the 20th anniversary, they didn't bother to surprise us at least with a remastered version of the Greek games, or just straight porting them to PC and modern consoles. Now, while these are good news, I don't like the idea of remakes. I prefer to just fix some of the flaws that these games have and get them remastered. God of War is an adult-rated game, and many things have changed since its debut on March 2005. I believe many of the aspects that I still adore in the old games will be changed in a bad way. Now, I am not going to get in detail here because I don't want this video to be a 3-hour-long rant. So, let's just take for example the platforming of God of War 1. Yes, while it has its flaws, like not being able to slide down on walls, and wall combat being an absolute mess. It's the most demanding one in the series. I have grown to love the balancing sections, swinging through ropes, high jumps, timing your evades, swimming sections, etc. I am certain that some of them are going to be butchered in the remakes because the gaming community nowadays are just too soft, to the point where if they fail a jump, they would immediately uninstall the game and write a bad review. And that, of course, is a bad thing for the game's sales. Gone are the days when we were stuck in a level for too long. We would shed a blurry warm tear and proceed to keep trying. What will happen to the gore? If it's a remake, some of the gore will definitely be toned down, just like God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, especially when your character's most basic interactions are cutting enemies in half, ripping a head of Gorgon, or even just uppercutting the genitals of a Cyclops. Are they going to animate his genitalia being struck? Speaking of genitals, the Greek God of War trilogy is full of raw nudity. Kratos would literally engage in intimacy with usually 1 or 2 women until the PSP game came around and said, nah, he can handle more. Are they going to cover up Siren's breasts? The other thing is, how do you remake a game like God of War 3? Is it even worth the trouble? This game came out in 2010, and holds up incredibly well for its time when it comes to graphics, details, and visuals. With all that said, I still remain hopeful and have faith in Sony Santa Monica. It's just that I love these games, and I don't want to see anything else but improvements done to them, not to be stripped what still makes them special, so they can make more money based on the franchise's identity. T.C. Carson is back again, voicing his younger self, which will be redemption for Sony for what they have won to him. If you don't know, they replaced him for Christopher Judge, and never said it to him, which is extremely unprofessional and downright rude for what he has done for the series. A new God of War game is out called God of War: Sons of Sparta, which is a 2-days Metroidvania game developed by Santa Monica Studio and Megacat Studios, and is a prequel to the entire series following Kratos in his youth as he trains at the Agoge with his brother Deimos. Seems good and fresh? Give it a try.